Hey, what's going on, guys? This Terrence Ray doing a stock market update live right now. I decided to come on and talk about what's going on in the market. Right now on the screen, I was taking a look at Nike. You see right now, Nike's getting killed currently. I think they had some bad news come out on them. Let's see. We're gonna look at the news tab. Let's see. What do we got? Upgrades to new that's Foot Locker. Nike shares fall as switch to newer styles to squeeze revenue. I did see something on I was looking at CNBC. They said something about the Air Force Ones. Said something like they were gonna cut back on some of the styles or different styles. I don't know, but I don't think they should do that. Uh, you know, in the black community, Air Force Ones is like a staple, right? So it's been a let me see if I can switch my might look like I'm looking away. But I've been wearing Air Force Ones. I think every year, literally every spring, I go get a new pair of like white ones. I don't really rock the black ones. A lot of people like to rock the black ones, but I ain't really that ain't really my style. I don't think I ever had a pair. Maybe like once, but I go get the whites and then get like different colors, to go whatever, you wearing or whatnot. So I don't know about getting rid of. I don't think they said they was gonna get rid of them. I think they said they was gonna cut back on the ones. But anyway, as you can see, it was a gap right here. So working on like a gap fill. See this gap from back in what that low right there, September 28th. It's a daily chart. So if I take everything off, make it easy to see, now you can see it. See this hole right here, this gap. So I imagine it's gonna keep falling. Excuse me. And then that low to close that gap be somewhere down around 89.50, 89.67. And then at that point, so what do you think? I definitely don't think Nike is going anywhere. Let's look at a weekly. Let's zoom out some more. Let's go weekly, 5 year. All right. So once it gets down here, fills this gap, takes this, if it takes this low out, which I think it can, um, it could keep falling. I wouldn't try to pick the bottom. I don't think Nike will stay down here, but you got a lot of different shoe companies, clothing companies. Nike should be. I think Nike used to be a part of the Dow. I don't know if it's still in the Dow. I doubt it. Excuse me, but I wouldn't try to pick the bottom. Let it slow up. Let it come down here and maybe chop a little bit. And when I say let it slow up, you see how up here at the top, you see how right here it kind of chop. Then we got this move, and then you got a little chop up here, right? It just didn't take off down. And these are weeklies. This is each candlestick is a week, is it represents a week. So if I was to come out on a daily and looked at this over 5 years, you can see it was a process before it went down. This is back here with a down move. And you see you got for a month up here, look from November 5th to what? This is December right here. So for a whole month, it was in this range. So you want to see something like that. It's gonna if when a stock bottoms, the bottom process is gonna be a little bit longer than the top than it took to make the top. So it'll take some time. So I wouldn't rush into this to be like, oh, I got a deal. It's better stuff to buy. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Right now we do have a little down day going, and the Russell is leading the way. So anytime I see the Russell leading the way, it leads me to believe that it's a real down day. And the Russell, I'm gonna pull up the IWM, which is the ETF of the Russell. You can see I had some fibs on here, right? So I kind of expected this. Um, we're gonna go intraday just because I wasn't quite sure if the down move was finished because we got a bear flag, a nice bear flag back here on the intraday. This is an hourly chart, and you see it went down. So now let's see what I actually had bought a put spread in here, and I should have left it on. I took it off because I was like, I don't really want to get short this market until the market proves to me that it's gonna go, that we're gonna get some downward action, some sustainable downward action. So I took it off. Like I kind of talked myself out of the position. I'll show you guys. It was right here. I bought the because I thought we were gonna get a little pullback today. I bought the 209, sold the 207. It would have been it was a little put spread. A little small, would have been up a few bucks by now. But I was just like second guess myself out of it, saying I don't really want to get short right now. Um, even though I see a short move in the market. Let's see if we get now. Let's see if this will come down and then pull back some. And just the way it pulled back here to retest and then took off, I'd like to see something like that here. But this, you can see, I'm gonna go back to the daily. All I did was from this high to this low right here. That's all I did. And the market, you can see, went down and came back and stopped right here on this level. So I was kind of anticipating that in the IWM. And now it is going down, but what has me skeptical about this down move is the VIX is still red on the day. So the VIX, it's not like the VIX is breaking out. Like you still got the VIX in a range, and the past couple of days it's been contracting. So we got a real, we got a contracting VIX. Now, one thing about that is when the VIX is low, you can buy options. The options will be cheaper. Let's take a look at the SPY. So you can see the SPY isn't pulling back as much as the IWM. Let's look at the triple Qs. Now the IWM actually got a high, then you got a low, a high, a lower low. But let's see what happens here. We can let's go take a look at the Dow. I never really trade the diamonds, but I do like to keep up with it and look at it. Same thing. Let's take a look at what I really wanted to talk about when I came out here to do the video is I scalped Nvidia earlier. Just basically using like a range. So we'll come look at we had a range. So earlier today, this range was a little wider. And then I'll show you, and I already could see that we were in this range right here. Right now, this is an intraday. This is the 1 hour. And you can see see this range right here. Look at it on the 1 hour. And if we look at it on the daily, see what it looks like. And if I'm gonna put them side by side, so make it easier. I'm gonna create another column. Now I'm on the TastyTrade platform. So you wanna use what I'm using, charting package. The link is in the show notes. So look, I'm gonna make another column, right? You can see I was already looking at. Let's go to NVIDIA. Watching this, hit the like button. Let's see. We're gonna come here. I'm gonna show you exactly what I was looking at. Now I'm gonna put this up on the daily over here on the left, right? The 3 months, that's good enough. Let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. We're gonna put this on the 1 hour. I'm gonna show you what I was looking at. Now, good stuff. Show you how I found this trade. I had no intentions on making this. Now, if you're looking at it right here, you see this little range. Got a fractal. Fractals are just turns in the market. Um, Places where the market came and then it turned. Right? See right here, turn. Here, turn. Generally, I like to draw trend lines from fractal to fractal. I like to do it. So if I did something like that, it would have been, let's do it. It would have been something like so. I would have probably came somewhere in here, did something like that, right? Or you could have just put that there and something like that. Now, if I would have been in here, I probably wouldn't have drew it from there to there, even though I could have. I would have just made something straight across. These are things I actually did. I'm saying I probably would have. This is what I actually did. Trend. So I would have did something like this, right? Now I wouldn't have had today's price action in here like that. Now you can see the little range. Now if you come intraday, now if you notice that, and I can be looking at something and breeze and running through and find trades and see a little range. And if you come here on the intraday, you can see the range as evident by these red dots right here. So let me know that a squeeze was on, which actually started back here. You see the same range right here. This is the range. Let's draw it over here to show you how I find trades sometimes, like that. Then I'll come over here. You want that. Come over here, go, and let's draw something like so. Something like this. So this will give me the range. Now there is no, like I said, there is no science to drawing trend lines. You just kind of, this would have been the same thing like that over here. Now I could have just put this on the hourly and then tighten it up, but I wanted to put them side by side so you guys can see. Now when I came over here, like I seen up, pull back, up. So you got low, high, low. Now, right up in here, you can see this was at 9 o'clock. This was right here at 10. So then for me, all I did was at that point was I dropped down another time frame. Because a lot of times I'll be looking at this like this. You'll see it. This how I'll be looking at it. And then I got a 1 minute right here. So that's your 1 minute. Then I got I got an hour in a daily. And then I'm looking to see when I could get a breakout higher or something like that. And all I did was at that point come over here. Now the expected move was a little bit, this ruler right here in the middle was a little wider. It was up. It was down here right around 940. And then this was a little further. So the expected move, I don't remember what it was exactly when the market started, but I do remember the ruler was wider. And since this weekly expiration expires today, this is 0 day. So this option chain this weekly will expire at the end of today. So it's each option is losing value very quickly. I would not trade this right now at this moment, even though it looked like it getting ready to try to make a move higher. I bought came down. Let's go back to the side by sides. Let's zoom out, take this off. Now I'm gonna drop this down and come down to a 5 minute, and I'll show you exactly what I saw. Perfect bull flag. Then I just got busy. Here's your bull flag right here. I'm gonna make that out so you guys can see that. There's your bull flag. Up. See that's at 9:30, 9:35, 9:40. Pull back 9:45, 9:50. Think. You see that at 10? At 10, you got this breakout right here at this bull flag. Think right there at 10. You ain't got to be in here long. I bought I'm gonna go to the chains. I bought the trade, the option, the call option at 10:02:39. See it right here. This 5 minute chart. 10:02:39. I was out at 10:06:53. I was in it 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And that coffee good. Paid 560, sold it for 735. 175 profit. In, out. So, and all I did, if you guys want to copy my watch list, this is my watch list. And I can tell the way I have it set up, I can tell where to go like quickly. And it's set up in such a way that it just tells me what the market is doing, what type of day we having, and whatnot. And for the most part, everything on here at that time was red, but except for Google. Google was up, and I looked at making a trade in Google, but the expected move in Google, I'm going to show you the expected move in Google for today was real. Look at the rule. Look how small that ruler is. So it wasn't much movement. It was a little larger than that earlier this morning, but it wasn't a lot. So I was like, I don't have much of a move left. Like it's not the market's not telling me it's looking for a big move today. You can see how cheap the options are. Nvidia, even now, even though I wouldn't do anything now, it's still $9.41 more of a movement left in Nvidia. So you can still scalp in either way and make some money. The most volatile stocks are the stocks where you can make the most money. They're also the stocks where you can lose the most money. But for me, I seen that we had a large movement, and you can see that you see it actually moving while I'm doing this video. But I could see that with it being wide, I said, well, I got an opportunity. I can lose more money, but I can make some money quickly and get out if I time this properly. So I timed the breakout, and then that was that. It was a little, $175 in like 4 minutes. I'm out. And best times, in my opinion, to do any scalping in options is on Friday when it's gonna expire. Um, Cause you already know you got to be right quickly. Either you are or you not. You don't stay in. You got to have a preset stop. When you gonna stop. Like when it broke here, if it would have came back here, I would have probably closed the trade and took my L, right? But once I seen it here, and it just ran. It went here, stopped a little bit, then here, and I was out. I was out at the end of this candlestick right here, right up in here. And so NVIDIA right now is a great vehicle to scalp in. NVIDIA, Coinbase. Normally Tesla is, but it's not right now because Tesla is on its down. It's going down. We pull up Tesla, just take a look at it. I like to look at just to and you can see, and this is a 1 day, this is a daily 1 year chart. So you can see for the past year, it's all the way back down where it was actually lower than it was a year ago. But this may be one of the areas where it may not be a bad place to buy Tesla if you're a buyer, if you're a believer in the company, um, and you want to hold it long term, and you ain't really trying to trade it. I definitely wouldn't be buying no options. Uh, definitely wouldn't be either way. I wouldn't even buy puts in it right now at this point, just because it's not moving fast. Like when you buy options, you need the market to move. And right now, the market isn't moving. Let's go over not a bad vehicle to sell options in, though. Let's go look at some of the fast movers on the day. Also, I will come to look at fast movers. On the Tasty Trade platform, I'll come over here and then I like to arrange and put the green up top, right? I'm looking, I mean, you can buy puts if you want. If that's what you want to looking for something to short. I just think that in a bull market, now we were in a bear market and, we were in a bad market, the market's just going down. And, that might be the better market to scalp on the downside. But I just think that right now, being in a bull market, and I do consider this a bull market to find the green. I arrange it and change percentage, and then I come up here and I start looking at change percentage. What is NVDL? I have no idea. Granite shares ETF 2x long Nvidia. I'm not trading this at all, but this is a leveraged um, Nvidia ETF. Uh, but it is up on the day, as you can see. Let's look at Google. Google was one that I looked at earlier, and I just because I came over here, it was one of the ones that was green, and then you could see it moving a little bit, but uh, Google is the other Google. BA Boeing. Now Boeing is just hitting support, as you can see by this candlestick right here. We got a nice hammer candle, and then you see it pushed up with this big green candle right here. Boeing. Well, the 52 IV rank, when is earnings? April 24th. So you got about, uh, so you can actually do something in Boeing maybe in April, the April expiration monthly. If you go anywhere else, you're going to get caught up in the earnings. So you can come here. I don't think Boeing will do a whole lot before earnings, to be honest with you. I think you may get a little pullback, some chop. So it may not be a bad place for an iron condor or something like I don't know. Selling, yeah, I generally don't like doing half strikes. Sell the 175 by the 170. Sell the 205 by the 210. Collect 119. You can move it a little closer and get aggressive. You want to make a little bit more money, a little bit more bang for the buck. I probably would do it on the short side and then leave the long side since we down so much. Kind of make it a um that's still it's slightly positive uh delta iron condor. Yeah, I'll do something like that. So you can do something like that and just you want to be neutral on Boeing, or if you think Boeing gonna come up out of this hole right here, maybe sell the 180, sell a put. It's gonna margin you $5,400, but um I probably wouldn't do it on an update though. I would not get long on an update. I'd wait on a pullback. See if we get something pull back into here, then try to sell that put. If that's your cup of tea. Meta. Meta is red on the day. Let's go back to the fast movers. See what else we got. BMY, Bristol Myers. I don't like this. Now, this is what I call like when I was talking about making a bottom, just like I was talking about in Nike, not to get long before it made a bottom. That looks like Bristol Myers. I don't know what this company does, but it's making a bottom. Like this is a bottom. This is when you got it has formed a bottom per se. Doesn't mean it can't go lower, but this is what I mean when I say form a bottom. You want it to look like this, and this is that. If I come to the weekly, let's see what it look like on the weekly. See, on the weekly, it looks even better. Yeah, here it got a down, yeah, low, high, low, then a little bit. This high took out this high, so you do have a higher high, um, in Bristol Myers. So something like that. Let's look at a monthly candlestick, 5 years. So something like that. That's the if that's something that's more along the lines what I would be looking for the market to do in Nike. I'd like to see it form a bottom and give me some higher highs and higher lows. Moderna, I think I talked about Moderna on one of my videos. Um, I like to see. Well, I guess if we can get Moderna to break out of this area right here, if we let's put a trend line on it. We could get Moderna to come out of here, right? We can get Moderna to come up out of this area. Might have something. Like if you can get it, you can get it to break that. Let's call it 115. If we can get it to break 115, maybe back off to the races. Let's take a look at Merck. Merck. So we got a high, low, higher, high. Then this low took that out. This may be getting ready to just go higher. I don't think I would. I don't think I would short it, but it may be like in a retracement phase. So you got your impulse wave up here, and then this right here could just be part of the correction. I actually think the best time to sell options is during the correction phase of the move. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything else. Like as far as like it's 11 o'clock on a Friday. So as far as scalping, I think your best chance the scalp would have has already passed. Now look in the video. I'm over here cutting my eyes, and you can see it's back up again. So you can see earlier in the video when I was looking at it, it was down a few bucks. Now it's back a few bucks. That's why I said this is one of the best vehicles because it's so volatile to make money. Now I could definitely see Nvidia taking this high out and going higher. Just looking at this, so you could definitely see Nvidia taking this high out and going higher. Just be careful with is your money be gone real quick. Because if you're wrong in a volatile stock and it drops, you'll lose a lot of money real fast. So be careful with that. But for the rest of the day, I think I may come on I may look at it. I'm gonna watch the market all day, and then later on, I'm watching IWM to see what I want to see it pull back now. And we see intraday, we got this on the hourly. What you doing? See, we got this. Now let's see if we get a pull back into here. And then now you wanna get it to pull back and then do something like this. Then make another low. Then that may be give us an opportunity to short this. And now we see the VIX has gone green on the day. So now the VIX is green. We're gonna take a look at the VIX on the intraday. We can see that the VIX right here, we got a like a little consolidation, right? So we do have some consolidation on the VIX right in here. Right in here. Here's our consolidation in the VIX. Why does that look like that? Anyway, it look like a trend line in there. But if you can see right here, we got some consolidation right here. So let's see if the VIX breaks out of this range to go higher. And obviously, if we get the VIX to go higher, which is the volatility, we get volatility to go higher, then that may confirm us getting some more, getting shorter. Get confirmed maybe the down move some more. Bonds are positive on the day. So, bonds are up. So, uh, let's look at the bonds. Bonds actually gapped up today. So let's see what we get. Nice little range for the bonds. You see, generally you get patterns in holding. Like you'll get a holding pattern in a range, something like so, right? So we can get bonds to break out of here. The bonds may go higher, which should stand, excuse me, I can't talk, which should send yields lower. interest rates lower. Um, and if we get that, that should be positive for the market though. Not a good scenario to short into, in my opinion. But we'll see. But hey guys, hopefully you got something out of this video. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you got that bell notification on, because a lot of times I just come on and do a video when I see something going on in the market that's worth talking about. With that, guys, we got the video running. And then broke out of that level. About to get off because I might get back in this. You see right here. Now the next range, now it's out of this range. Next range we're looking for is right up here, right around, we'll call that, what's that high? 974. I doubt it get there today, but that's the next range we're looking for in the video to break out of, to go to another high. That, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.